Chocolatiers, the Hazers, Galactic, Green Ducks. They are receiving coal, a reason to cheer. Good old-fashioned air conditioning unit.
Well, as you can tell, Santa suit's coming off and the O-Rangers shirt is right underneath it. No matter if the O-Rangers are qualified or not.
The O-Rangers going nowhere.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're rolling at you live with a special Christmas edition.
It's the holiday season. We're happy to bring this to you, and we're excited to have a guest in the studio today.
We are. Please welcome all the way from the North Pole, Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, so great to have Santa here. We're gonna do a little something different on this episode. We're gonna give every Marble League team a Christmas gift, kind of based on what's happened, based on what we think they need going forward.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to kind of go over every team, talk about them after the recent 3 events, and see where they lie and see what they're getting for Christmas. Should be interesting.
Absolutely, but before we get there, it's Christmas time. I know it's like the day after Christmas, whatever. Sue us, but we want to do a little giveaway for you guys.
Yeah, again, maybe a little bit different than the giveaway we did a couple weeks ago, but a fun little giveaway for the holiday season.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys watching, supporting us, and just this being part of this marble community. It's so fun. So what we want to do, we got these marble packs here. We want to give some of these away. So what you have to do is you got to subscribe to the channel. You got to like this video and comment what?
Who you think will win this year's Marble League?
Yes,
and why? I like a good reason why.
Yeah.
We'll probably pick the most creative comments, maybe. So add some creativity. If you think you're a Bumblebees fan, you think they're going to climb back and win everything.
Yeah.
You tell me why.
Yeah.
No wrong answers.
Reason,
though.
maybe a little narrative.
Yeah.
We'll read them all and we'll pick a few winners. Maybe 2, 3, 4. Not sure, but these things are so cool. Even if you don't have the toy, just to have this set of marbles. Like the tin is awesome. The marbles inside is like just to play with them. It's sweet. Agreed.
Yeah, I definitely want to get more. I have the Limers one, but
yeah,
they're awesome to have. So
do we want to get into these gifts?
Let's get into it. We have 16 teams, obviously, and a lot of gifts to give out. So
we do. So how this is going to work? So yeah, that one just died. So it's all right. We're on phone now.
Yeah, you're good.
We've had some camera difficulties. We're trying to keep things the right. Did you turn your mic off too?
No, mic's on, but hopefully Santa has a camera for us too.
Yeah, geez. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go team by team. Santa here is gonna read us off, let us know what they got for Christmas, and then we'll just do a little bit of a deeper dive into that team, what that gift means, and how that team is looking right now with just all things considered.
I'm excited.
Let's
ready? Do it, yeah.
All right, Santa, let's get that first team.
All right, guys, I'm looking at my list here, and I have Chocolatiers. They are receiving Grease this year for Christmas.
Grease for Chocolatiers.
Yeah, tell us about, it was kind of your conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Like, kind of dive into that for those people that haven't seen your take on this.
Well, if you watched the bobsled event, you saw a really, really pathetic attempt by Chocolatiers to get down that track. They actually came to a full halt nearly a couple times, which no other racer had the problem of. And after Chocolatiers went, no other racer had a problem. They were going down the track real smooth. So that was my conspiracy theory. But I think this edition of Grease from Santa should really help them in these sledding type of events.
Yeah, I think
make sure they're slicked up.
Again, yeah, that's allegedly what happened. We that's Russ's take on it. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but all jokes aside, Chocolatiers is a team that finds themselves in 9th place right now after a pretty horrendous start. It's kind of a shame. Maybe if they got this Grease a little earlier, they might be in the top 5 because they've raced well as of late. But just kind of up and down.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great use to them. So we want to throw it down to Santa for Team 2.
Team 2.
Also, Santa, I know this is your first time on the podcast, so make sure you keep that mic close to your mouth because the listeners get upset when Santa doesn't have his.
I don't think there's microphones in the North Pole, so can't blame them too much there.
Yeah.
Team number 2 from
Team
Santa
number
Claus.
2. Thank you, Santa.
All right, team number 2, we have the Hazers. Hazers are getting an good old-fashioned air conditioning unit this year.
You want to take the Hazers here, the AC unit?
Yeah, the AC unit. The Hazers need to open the windows, maybe crank that AC up with this new AC unit. They're scorching hot. 2 gold medals back-to-back in events 12 and 13.
Have we seen a team do that yet?
I mean, that's a great question for
I don't
somebody.
think we have.
Somebody will find that.
I mean, in this Marble League,
League,
to my memory, I don't think we have.
In this Marble League, no. I know the Solar Flares did it, but it was the first or third race. Yeah. But the Hazers coming up, and they didn't really make much noise in the first part of this Marble League, but now they're starting to show up, find themselves in 10th place. Obviously, those 2 medals are the only medals they have. They're on fire, and if I'm a team up there, but ahead of them,
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking behind my
Yeah,
my shoulder.
a team we pronounce dead. It still might be, but this is some historic stuff that we haven't really seen yet this Marble League, so they're on a heater.
Pretty good. Team number 3,
Santa?
Team 3, I have Crazy Cat Eyes. They are receiving a drug test.
Oh no, the Crazy Cat's Eyes with a drug test.
Santa, you're good this year. You've come up with some good gifts. I think everyone is looking for Crazy Cat's Eyes to maybe get tested. The drug test for Crazy Cat's Eyes.
I like it. I like it.
I mean, I think everyone wants that to happen. If we could have them tested after every event, that would be great. So maybe like 16 drug tests. But yeah, it's just we've seen their domination for years, especially in Marble 1, Marble League as well. The fastest marble. Something's got to be fishy going on there.
Yeah, I mean they're in 4th place right now. Haven't really performed like the Cat's Eyes we know, but at the same time they're in 4th place. They're hanging around. Let's just make sure we follow somebody in for that drug test. Follow them in there. Check we're actually doing a legit drug test.
Yeah.
Because
whatever
again,
that entails, whatever the anatomy of a marble is.
Sure, go for it. But the Cat's Eyes, just watch out. Don't sleep on those Cat's Eyes.
Yeah. Santa, next team.
Next on my list, I have Momo. Momo will be receiving a translator.
Team Momo, a team that as we film this, we find them leading the bunch here, and kind of just out of nowhere, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think a translator is a good gift for them, especially because since they do sit atop this leaderboard here, they're going to need a translator for their post-game press conference. We saw their interview a few weeks ago at the end of Marble 1. Something they're definitely going to need from Santa. Great gift there, Santa.
Team number 5.
Team number 5.
We have Blackjacks, who are receiving a gold medal.
Yeah, that makes sense here. Blackjacks gold medal. Way to go there, Santa. Some low-hanging fruit. Blackjacks obviously doing really well in this Marble League. Has had what, 2 golds, 2 bronze? Or two silvers, 2 bronze?
2 silvers, 2 bronze, no golds.
No golds, but now with Santa's gift here, they're going to have one. So definitely something the Blackjacks need, I think, going forward to show if they want to really take this Marble League home.
Yeah, like you said, I think if they really want to come in first and get that gold medal, they're going to need one in event 14, 15, or 16. Doing well, though. They're hanging around. They're right off the lead there. So gold medal's a good gift. Number 6.
Get that mic up there, Santa.
I hate to say it, but Jungle Jumpers, they seem to be on the naughty list this year.
Oh, no.
They are receiving coal.
Wow.
Shocker.
Wow.
I wonder who made this list.
You hear that, Jared? Coal.
Take note of that, and for good reason, because Jungle Jumper is a team everyone was high on. I mean, still giving credit to Jared for what they did in the first half of the Marble League, but looks like they're kind of turning back into a pumpkin here, if you will.
Yeah, 10th place finish in event 13, 16th last place in event 12, and event 11, their 14th place. Just tough stretch there. Kind of since we made our little bet there, they've gone downhill. They sit right now in 8th place. We're pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
So they need to figure it out. If you're a Jumpers fan, hopefully events 14 and 15 treat you nicely.
Yeah. Santa, let's head to the next one.
Wolfpack. They are receiving a pack leader.
That's a great gift. It's a little bit witty. You went deep in your bag for that one.
Yeah, definitely a pack leader there. They need some leadership. No gold medal for them as well. Begs the question, if they had a leader in that room, would they have a gold? Would they be a little bit higher on this leaderboard here?
Yeah, I think they've impressed both of us this Marble League, but just a little bit too middling most recently. And you're right, a leader would probably help them get up to top of that leaderboard. So good job, Santa. Another good pick for you. Let's head to the next team.
Galactic. They are receiving
Get that mic up, Santa.
A new coach.
Well, some news here.
Yeah,
some news here.
Breaking news.
And you saw it at the end of the video, event 13. Looked like their coach, Black Hole, I don't know if it was on his own volition, but walked out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Maybe some anger there. Obviously, they just got eliminated from, becoming, winning the Marble League. They physically cannot anymore. Released a statement here right after the race, basically saying, Black Hole is saying that it's my fault. I'm the reason why we're not successful. Kind of taking, honest on himself.
Which you like to see.
Which you love to see. And he actually, stepped down as coach. My initial reaction is, wow, that's pretty noble of him to
Admirable,
do.
Yeah.
But then you scroll to the second page and it's all a prank. It's all a joke. And it really begs the question of, is this why they're this bad? Because your leadership, it's all a joke to them.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. You have to take this more seriously. This is the most premium marble event in the world, and you're gonna just make a big Notes app apology and just say, I can't see where he's coming from. I'm lost in that. I don't see where the humor is.
It's tough, and you look at their performance. It's really nothing to joke about because they're just been horrendous. 75 points total, 0 medals. It's just been bad.
If you want to coach at the pinnacle of the sport, you got to take it a little more seriously than we're seeing Black Hole take it. And I think that maybe he should actually consider the real thing.
If I'm a Galactic fan, I'm calling for his head. I'm calling for him to be fired. Tell us in the comments. I'm really curious for the Galactic fans out there. You cannot be happy with this at all. It's not good. Not a good look for your team.
Not at all. Should we throw it down the next team?
Let's go to the next
Santa?
team.
I have a positive note for you here.
Thanks, Santa.
Team Snowballs, they are getting my good old friend, Buddy the Elf.
Go ahead.
A nice little reference there for the Snowballs.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll play it here.
Yeah, I'll throw the clip in.
But the Snowballs have been firing. They've been good. They're top 5 right now. Just had silver in the latest event. Just got to pick up the pace a little bit. I think they're in contention. But nothing really crazy out of the Snowballs as of late.
Yeah, no, it's been a little bit disappointing after a really, really strong first half, middle half. But yeah, I think they could use a little Buddy the Elf to really get them accelerating.
Yeah, I mean, not bad. Second place in event 13, but just kind of hanging around there.
Yeah.
5th place for them, so we move on.
Yeah, we'll move on to Santa.
Number 10 is Balls of Chaos, who are receiving a medal.
Yeah, makes sense. Balls of Chaos, really searching for a medal here. They're in 12th place, which is not horrible considering the fact that they're one of only 2 teams that don't have medals right now.
Yeah.
They're ahead of a few other teams that have medals on this Marble League. They have none.
Yeah, it begs the question, the coaching. Is this Juan wrong? Is this something going on there? Why haven't they medaled is the question I want to ask.
So I think actually this is a testament to Juan Rong that they can be even 12th in the standings without a medal above some of these other teams because they're showing consistency, which I think has a lot to say about coaching. I think maybe at this point they don't have the talent yet on that Balls of Chaos, so give Juan Rong a year, 2 years, and we could see this team start to grow and start to improve and start getting on that podium and actually challenging for maybe a Marble League title.
Definitely a team we're going to watch.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm excited for their future
going forward. Yeah, great future, good leadership.
All right, Santa.
We have Gliding Glaciers, who I'm giving a reason to cheer.
Yeah,
it's been tough.
Good, Santa. That's what you're all about.
It's been real tough. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this squad. Just not much to cheer about. They find themselves in 14th place right now. Really nothing for the hometown fans to really get excited about.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in hosting a Marble League, but you're really hoping to see a better performance out of the host.
I don't think either of us thought they would be necessarily a contender, but we at least expected a roller coaster of a season with some serious highs and serious lows because, like you said, there's pressure being put on by the fans, but you also have that fan base cheering you on, so you expect that to catapult you up the leaderboard in a few events, but have not seen that really from the Gliding Glaciers.
You almost wonder if the auto qualification was a bad thing for this team.
Yeah.
Just kind of
not ready.
Didn't train enough. They're not ready. A bronze medal, great, but you gotta win an event for the hometown fans.
For sure. Santa, we'll throw it down to you.
Up next, we have Bumblebees, who are receiving Raid Repellent.
A team that played this podcast in the locker room. We talked last week. The Bumblebees were terrible, and they have been terrible. What did we say? We raided their
their nest
hive.
is on fire.
Their nest is on
fire.
Yeah,
got blasted with raid.
Then they come back after hearing the podcast. They have a silver medal in event 11 and a bronze medal in event 13. A team that just kind of woke up. I think we woke them up. They sit right now in 13th. Again, they had a terrible beginning to this Marble League.
Probably still done.
But they medaled twice in a week
Yeah.
after hearing what we had to say.
Probably still done, but hey, a long shot. It's still a podium finish, so we'll see if they can keep it going. They're a legendary team that is capable of doing something like this.
Yeah, again, I think Swarm, Swax, and the whole crew gave their fans something to cheer about this week. So credit to those guys.
Yeah, Santa?
Solar Flares are receiving Sunshine.
I'll let you take this one here, Shem. It's your guys.
My Solar Flares, we're praising the sun today. We need some sunshine, and it's been a great Marble League for the Solar Flares. I've been really happy with the performance, even being in this conversation. But we took a little dip here, and you see, I'm looking now. Event 11, 6th place. Event 12, 10th place, and event 13, all the way down in 15th place. Just kind of struggling here. Maybe fatigue is becoming an issue.
Headed the wrong direction.
We find ourselves in 7th place overall right now. Good spot. but we need a final push here from the Solar Flares.
I think
a little
that
bit of sunshine.
That sun's been behind the clouds. Hopefully it can come out and propel them to a top finish here.
I mean, those hazers are all over them.
Exactly.
Hazers are all over them.
That's a good connection.
Blocking
there.
the sun.
Yeah. Fog in front of the sun.
Yeah,
hazy. Santa, let's bring us to our last couple teams here.
We're up to Raspberry Racers, who they're receiving more fruit support.
Raspberry Racers, yeah. We see Raspberry Racers as one of the bigger disappointments of this Marble League so far. And fruit support is something that they could absolutely use. Santa, well done. But yeah, so they're the only fruit circuit marble in this tournament right now, and we find them in 15th place, just above the lowly Team Galactic. I think maybe they just need a little bit of a friendly face to look around and have the desire to beat, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, again, not really much to say about this team. It's just it hasn't been there. It hasn't been there from the start until now. They have a silver medal, like you said, but they need some support. They need their friends to pick them up here because not a great showing for the Raspberry Racers this Marble League.
Yeah, I don't even want to dwell on them too much. Let's head back to Santa.
Let's move on.
Next up, we have Savage Speeders, who are receiving a brand new engine.
The Savage Speeders.
Yeah.
I like this gift from Santa.
Me too.
A team that I kind of put my faith in. We all know the storied franchise that is the Savage Speeders. Haven't really been able to get going, and they need maybe a new engine to kickstart them. Get them some momentum. They sit right now in 11th, just up and down season for them.
A lot of down, really.
I was wrong. I predicted them to almost, I think, podium. But a lot of down as of late.
A lot of down as with this new engine, and we talked about it before. This is a team that is storied and has a lot of history. So we could see them make a final push here at the end. I'm not getting ready to count them out for at least a podium finish. I know they're 50-something points off of the lead, but with this new engine and with their experience, I think they could push. I'm hoping not, but they could.
I think so. I wouldn't count them out.
Should we head to the final team here, Santa?
We're moving on to our last team, Green Ducks, who are going to learn how to spread their wings.
You take this one.
Yeah.
I mean, a great story here.
Absolutely a great story. We've seen Green Ducks now. They came fourth place in Marbula 1, just missing out on the podium after an incredible season. And now they're sitting in third place behind Team Momo Blackjacks. They've kind of been in that second place all Marble League season. They just need to spread their wings and fly to be able to capture one of these titles.
Yeah, I mean, it would really, if they were able to get a gold medal here, or even a medal in this Marble League, it'll write the documentary for itself.
Yes.
I mean, the turmoil they went through with Marbula 1. We saw the press conferences from Billy and Mallard to fight back and have some resilience here. It'll be really I find myself rooting for the Green Ducks.
I think it's kind of America's team right now. It reminds me of like the Detroit Lions in football, team that was kind of in nowhere and now really trying to make a push here for a championship.
Yeah, and it's really no Cinderella story here because they've been consistently great.
True.
Just really tough outing in the Marbula 1 season, but they come back in Marble League. They showed up. They have 4 medals right now, 137 points. They're right behind the Blackjacks for that number 2 spot. Keep an eye out for the Green Ducks.
Yeah, I hope you're right. That was good. That was all the gifts.
Yeah, Santa. That was awesome, Santa.
Thank you so much for being here, Santa. You've been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Is there
anything else you want to say, or any other?
Maybe from Santa Claus we get a prediction on who's going to win this Marble League. Pick one team that you think could win it all. Keep in mind that there are some teams out of it right now.
The only team you shouldn't pick is Team Galactic.
Well, I was going to pick.
Do it.
Snowballs.
Okay. Fair enough. That's very fitting for you, Santa.
All right.
They're all around me up at the North Pole.
Yeah,
that's it.
I got Buddy there. He's going to help out, and I think you know what? I think we're going to do well with it.
I like that take from Santa.
I really like that take from Santa. Santa, thank you so much for joining us.
Merry Christmas.
We're going to let you slay off. You got a lot of presents to give out here.
Oh, I got to get back.
Yeah, so get out of here. We appreciate it.
Santa, would you mind turning off that camera on your way out? Not that one, that one.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
Thank you, Santa. All right, let's move in. We got a couple voicemails here.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to go to that next?
Let's go to voicemails. Anything any team you want to highlight quickly before we go to voicemails? I mean, we tackled all the teams here, all 16, but anybody stick out to you?
I'm just really excited for this final third, or less than final third of the Marble League here. We have 3 events left.
Yeah.
Funnel Endurance, and then 2 others, which the last one has not been disclosed to us yet.
I believe
at the time of filming.
I know last year it was the elimination race.
Yes, that would be fun.
In the Bumble Dome, actually.
Yeah.
For the Bumblebees. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what they have in store here.
We'll see, but yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm hoping that the gap gets closed between Team Momo. They've really shown me something with just consistent finishes. It hasn't been that glamorous with just 4 medals, but
it's they kind of just jumped for me. They jumped out of nowhere.
They did.
They propelled up and kind of shows what a first place finish can do for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Now they hold a 15-point lead.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a Momo fan,
you're confident.
You're doing all right. They had a silver medal in event 12 and then a gold medal in event 11.
I mean, if we see a podium here in the next event, that's going to put them almost out of reach.
It could lock them in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go to our analytics too quickly, but
Should we throw up some analytics?
Yeah, let's throw it up. Let's
Okay,
throw the graph up. We'll give some credit. We found this on Reddit, but right now, the probability of Momo podiuming is 97%. That's insane.
Yeah, and
that's insane.
I mean, I guess it checks out because if you look at the 4th place team, not Green Ducks, but whoever's behind them, it's almost it's a 20+ point difference. So
it's the cat size. You're right. It's at least 25 points plus.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It is insane. But that makes me a little more confident that Crazy Cat's Eyes. What is their percent chance to win the whole thing? 3.2.
3.2.
If there's one team that can make a 3.2 into 100,
yeah,
it's Crazy Cat's
Let's
Eyes.
get that drug test going right now.
Yeah, Santa, thank you.
But
Santa went.
No, that should be interesting to see. I think event 14 is really, if they lay an egg Momo in event 14, I think this whole thing opens up again.
Yeah.
Like you said,
let's do a little bit of a dive here.
Sure.
I mean, just some of these other teams that we touched on. Green Ducks, 10% chance to win it all, 57 to get on that podium. It's kind of crazy to me that Team Momo could have a 67% chance of winning this with still 3 events to go. That feels like a high percentage.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Maybe tell me a team here as we look at the percentages, a team that is outside the top 3, but you think will get on the podium. I look right now, my Solar Flares have a 10% chance of getting on the podium.
Okay.
Wolfpack at 14. Tell me a team here that you think will get into that top 3 when everything's said and done.
I'll give you a little bit more of a long shot here. Into the top 3.
Could
we see the Hazers continue this?
There's no way.
Continue this?
No way. They have a
0.5% chance.
0.5% chance of getting on that podium right now.
Yeah, certainly a long shot team. Look at Team Galactic, 0.0002%. That is insane. Yeah, no, to get onto the podium, I almost was drawn to the Jungle Jumpers there because of what we've seen them do so far. But I'm not rooting for that, and I don't think I think they're going the wrong direction.
I agree. I think the same about the Solar Flares too. I think it's just they're running out of gas.
Oh, really?
Here, unfortunately,
I think them or the Wolfpack will finish in the top 3. One of those young teams.
I like it.
That's
I
what
hope
we
so.
want.
I hope so. But
And let's just touch on the Blackjacks one more time. A team that wasn't supposed to be able to even qualify for this Marble League, sitting here in 2nd place with a 63% chance to podium, 14% chance to win this whole thing.
I mean, if you're a Blackjack fan, you have to be happy.
It's all house money.
It's house money at this point. Nice reference there. The question I think in the Blackjacks camp is, can we catch Momo? Because it's great to be there. I'm sure they're happy, but they want to win this thing, like everybody does.
Absolutely.
So they sit right now with a probability of 13% to win the whole thing. I think they're getting on the podium no matter what, 62%. But can they catch Momo is the question.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out here in a couple days. Event 14 and 15 are huge.
I cannot wait.
I mean, if Momo lays an egg, it's open.
Yeah.
And the first place is open. So
absolutely.
Should be fun to watch.
Do you want to go to our voicemails?
Yeah, I guess the last question
absolutely.
I had, and just kind of a fun question. I'm curious what people think out there, but who do you think will come in last place? Obviously, it's low-hanging fruit with Galactic here.
Yeah, it's hard not to pick Galactic after what we've seen, especially out of their coach.
Is there a
recently.
chance that Black Hole fires up the group and they get to 15th and maybe the Raspberry Racers come in last?
I think if Black Hole gets fired, I think Team Galactic could get out of that hole. But if he stays in office, I don't see any motivation that team is going to play for their coach after that mishap that just happened.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe too. I think it's a sure bet that Galactic will be in last, but something to watch for.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows? They could show up in event 14 and then get on the podium. Who knows?
They could.
First medal of Marble.
We'll have to see. I cannot wait for these final 3 weeks.
Fired up.
A lot of storylines. Let's head to voicemails.
Voicemails. Where do we want to start? We'll go with the first one here.
Yeah, sure.
We'll just go from the top. Jackson,
first time submitter.
Yeah, I like it.
Hello, I'm Jackson, and the Rangers didn't qualify this season for Marble League 2024. Do you think they're done with their dominating performances, or do you think they will come back later?
Well, as you can tell, Santa suit's coming off, and the O-Rangers shirt is right underneath it. No matter if the O-Rangers are qualified or not.
The O-Rangers are going nowhere.
So, to Jackson's question.
Yeah.
You're an O-Rangers guy.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Look, we moved on from Tandrin. What's going on with this hat? Something strange is going on.
It's all right.
Forget it. I'm optimistic about the Rangers now that I haven't seen them in weeks. I'm missing them. I want them back. I don't think they're done. I think they're going through a tough year. Every team has a tough year. We see it on sports all the time. Championship caliber teams that just have a little bit of a dud. I think that's what could be going on here. We made a little bit of a move, not too big of a drastic move with the Tandrin Tarako deal. So I think we give it one more year. Next year, give it a shot. I think we'll be back up doing great things.
How the mighty have fallen. I don't think. I think the O-Rangers are dark days ahead. Continued dark days for the O-Rangers camp. I think it's a new era in the Marbleverse, and we're seeing it right now. Blackjacks, Solar Flares, Wolfpack. There's some teams that look strong.
Yeah, even toppling the likes of Crazy Cat's Eyes and Savage Speeders right now.
So I think the old dogs everywhere, the storied franchises, changing the guard. So we'll see.
Good question there, Jackson. I'm happy that I wore this shirt because that would not have worked.
Yeah, we'll see the O-Rangers in the new year possibly.
Should we go to our old friend?
Well, yeah, let's go down here. Let me scroll down a little bit. We'll go with Levente.
First, I want to talk about the speeders. After event 13, we are in 11th place. I am quite disappointed about this because I thought we were gonna finish at least top 8, maybe a top 5. But after the Marble 1 result, it just seemed hopeless.
The dramatic effect.
Should we stop it there or keep it going?
No, keep going.
And I'm extremely sad about this. Yeah. I'm not happy with the result we brought to this Marble League.
All right. Well, it's interesting to hear from a Speeders fan.
Yeah, it is. And one of the only Speeders fans that I've seen. Yeah,
they're out there.
I know they're out there, but just the one that we've has interacted with us.
So, Levente, we kind of touched on the Speeders, but I would agree. I think for a storied franchise like the Speeders, to sit in 11th place after event 13 in a Marble League is upsetting. I think even we just talked about changing the guard. You look up and you see some new teams and new faces. You're like, that's where I should be.
Yeah,
these teams shouldn't be better than me. But the Speeders is just hot and cold season. They're there because they performed that at that level. They're there for a reason, and just they have a good week, they have a good event, then they have a bad event.
I think even if we haven't seen it coming out of these young teams, Savage Speeders have not performed up to their level. It's not as if that Solar Flares and Blackjacks have blown them away. It's kind of just more that Savage Speeders seems to have taken a step back and seems to have regressed a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, they sit right now 11th place. They have a 0.27% chance to get on the podium, so probably not happening. It's a little upsetting, a little concerning for a Savage Speeders fan. So.
I would have to agree. One more voicemail, or should we go on to our predictions?
I could go one more voicemail. We'll go.
Let's go with
we'll go our buddy Reese here.
Hey guys, question for today. About the hazers. The hazers. This last minute push is ridiculous, honestly. It's just ridiculous. And normally they're not good in strength events. 2 back-to-back goals. I was not expecting this, especially from the hazers. Y'all talked about it last episode. These last minute pushes from these older teams like Savage Speeders and the Crazy Cat's Eyes. However, this is bad for Team Galactic. I mean, we saw at the end of the episode, Black Hole left the stadium. Maybe some drama there. I don't know, but they are eliminated, and that's sad to see. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Reese.
Always good to hear from Reese.
Always.
A little two-parted question there. Let's start with the first part here. The hazers.
Yeah.
What remind me, what do they get for Christmas this year from Santa?
The hazers got an AC unit.
AC unit. They've been on fire.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely scorching. Like Reese said, back-to-back gold medals. What's your take on the hazers? Is just this kind of like newfound luck here? Is it?
I'm kind of loving what I'm seeing. We both pronounce them dead. Still think that they're probably have no pulse, but their percent increase went from 0.03 to 0.45. So as far as percentages go, that's a dramatic increase. But it's a good story. It's cool. If they can work their way into the top half of the field for this Marble League, that's a big time vicious win. But I don't know. It's just happy to see it.
I would agree. I think, anytime you get on the podium in a Marble League, it's awesome. So I think back-to-back golds should be celebrated in that camp. Like Russ said, I think you get in the top 8 here. That's a win for the hazers.
Yeah.
I don't think you're hitting the podium. I don't think you're going to win it, obviously. Getting that top 8, build off of it, and then come back next year, and maybe with a better start there in the podium conversation. But
100%.
So
and then,
to go to his second part of his question, we kind of already talked about Galactic. Anything else that you want to touch on here? Obviously Black Hole, we both talked about lack of leadership, maybe.
It's a team in disarray, and a team that I think is going to have to start a full rebuild, starting with the coach, and we'll seeing how the motivation of the players changes based on a coach firing or a coach change. So yeah, I don't know. There's not much really else to say. I'm excited to see how it all unfolds, but not where you want to be if you're in that organization.
I agree. That's a team that needs to put out a lot of fires.
Yeah.
I think they clean house.
Yeah.
But thank you for the question, Reese.
Yeah, thank you all for the questions. Remember, keep putting the voicemails in. It's in the description. So keep firing off the voicemails. We love to hear them and answer them.
Absolutely.
And if you didn't get featured, just keep submitting them. We
listen to almost all of them.
We listen to all of them, and we'll get to all of them. So do you want to do a couple predictions?
Let's do it. Yeah, this is this will be the podcast before the finale, right? So this
I think our next podcast will be the recap of this Marble League.
The recap of the Marble League. So
I
think it's only right to do our podium prediction.
Yep.
And obviously our winner prediction.
Yeah.
I think we can both agree that Galactic is our 16th place marble.
Yeah, I can go there.
All right. So I'll start with my third place marble.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Crazy Cat's Eyes.
Yeah.
I just, I'm fearful of them. I think they're hanging right outside that top three. What are they? 9 points back from the Green Ducks. I think we see a late push here from the Crazy Cat's Eyes. So that's my number 3.
I hope you're wrong about that.
Bronze medal winner, the Crazy Cat's Eyes. Who's your number 3?
My number 3 is the Wolfpack. I had them as my number 1 last time we did predictions. Obviously, it doesn't look as good right now. That's coming off of a 0 in the last event is really, really not what you want to see. But still only something like 20-something points back from the leader. Only less than that off the podium. Only 12 points off the podium. So, I'll put them at the 3 spot.
I like it. I'm gonna go. My list is kind of boring. I'm playing the stat. I'm playing the numbers here, but I'm gonna go with the Green Ducks. As you can tell, I think the Blackjacks are gonna fall. Nothing against the Blackjacks. I just think with lack of experience and youth, they're gonna fall out of the top 3. I have the Green Ducks sneaking up and taking that silver medal from them. And I think it's a great story, even if they don't come in first. I think it's a great story for the Green Ducks.
That was your number 2?
That was my number 2.
Who do you have number 2?
I have number 2, the Green Ducks. Number 3 is Crazy Cat's Eyes.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to change something here because
we have the same. We have the same 2 and 1.
Oh, I'm gonna go number 2, Team Momo. They were part of my top 3 last time. So was Wolfpack. Actually, it's just the order's getting jumbled a little bit here. But Momo, they have a really commanding lead. They have a 60-70% chance to get on the podium at the end of this Marble League. So, I'm going to keep them there. Oh, they actually have a 97%. Sorry.
It's insane.
That's
insane.
So I feel pretty good about that one.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, that's my number 1. So to recap, for me, it's Crazy Cat's Eyes at 3, the Green Ducks at 2, and Team Momo in need of a translator Momo getting that gold medal. I just think their lead is pretty solidified right now. Unless we see an absolute egg, a 0 bomb in event 14 or 15, I don't think there's a way Momo can blow this. The Marble fan in me really hope so, but I think Momo is the winner of our 2024
Yeah,
Marble
I'm
League.
hoping we'll see a tight finish too. So at 3, I have Wolfpack. 2, I have Momo. Number 1, I'm going to go with the Green Ducks.
Write the story.
Hoping that they spread their wings. We see that ESPN 30 for 30 on them. Santa did a great job giving them that wing spread. So I'm hoping that we see that. And really hoping that the Green Ducks can go ahead and pull this out and get that hard-earned championship that they've desired for so long.
Like Russ said, it'll write the documentary. I mean, that would be a bow on top of the present around these holidays for the Green Ducks to get that gold medal.
Yeah.
Still possible. Right now they sit with a 3% chance of winning the whole thing, 26% of – oh, I'm sorry. A 10% chance of winning the whole thing, 57% chance to get on the podium. They got a shot. You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
So I like it.
I like it too. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I think the one thing we have to hit on is our jumpers bet. What's our prediction there? Remind the people our wager here.
I'll remind the people. First place, if Jungle Jumpers come in first place, we had to dye our hair. That looks almost impossible now. If they come in top 3, we'd have to buy a goldfish, a green fish, name it. Well, actually, Jared had a comment that we should name it Jared, which I kind of like.
That's not happening.
But that's also not happening because they only have a 7%
chance
to get on the podium. And if they're in the top 8, we'll get a jersey or some kind of merch of the Jungle Jumpers and put it in the studio somewhere. But that also looks like it's in danger, and we were right. I think we could say we were right.
We were definitely right. You hear that, Jared? We were right.
Yeah.
They sit in 8th place right now. You got the Hazers right behind you at 10th. I would be careful, Jumpers fans. The Hazers are coming.
Hazers are coming.
They're
for
throwing
sure.
that AC unit away, and they're staying hot.
Yeah.
So I would be fearful if you're in the top 10, all said and done, if you're a Jumpers fan. So
yeah, part of me kind of hopes they make a little bit of a climb to make it scary here.
I don't want my hair looking like that.
Yeah,
or a fish. So I hope they lose.
So we'll see how that works out. Anything else you want to cover before we start enjoying the rest of this Marble League?
I don't think so. I think this has been great so far. Obviously, 3 events to go. You guys have been great, commenting, liking, subscribing, and definitely really appreciative of you guys over the holiday season. This has been an awesome ride here so far.
Definitely. A little over half a year we've been doing this, and like we said, make sure you enter that giveaway because we want to give away some of these sweet packs. Look, they're so cool.
They're awesome.
I love the different colors.
I'm not even a Wisp fan, and I like this.
Same.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't know.
It's pleasing to look at. Yeah.
It is very pleasing to look at. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment who you think is going to win this thing with a little bit of reasoning. We'll pick a few winners. And have a happy rest of the holidays.
Absolutely. I just want to shout out Madman731 again because he's crunching these numbers after almost every event. So a little shout out to him as well.
Yeah. So happy holidays. We'll see you guys right after the finale. So enjoy. Hopefully, good luck to all teams.
Good luck to all teams. Go Limers.
All right. Rolling out.
Peace.